Welcome back to the Mancave podcast, y'all. And as George likes to say, this is a comedy podcast. So if you get your feelings hurt, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because we clearly did what we were supposed to do. And we appreciate you for stopping by. So make sure you come and check out the episodes every week. We have a new format. We're dropping a couple episodes every week. Try to keep people more engaged and entertained. And let us know in the comments if we didn't do that. Either way, appreciate y'all for stopping in. And I'm going to upset you just as equally as I try to appeal to you or appease your feelings. I hated Stranger Things.
The new season?
I hated the new season. And for the people who know me who are going to watch this and say, oh, well, Larry, you just a hater. Always just been a hater. You angry. Oh, you hard to please.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I know. I'm rattling off the things I'm constantly hearing. Fuck you, because I don't care. I actually thoroughly enjoyed Stranger Things up to this point.
I'm eager to know. I saw the first episode.
Yep.
What was it in the new season that made you stop liking if you were a fan up to this point?
Okay. So first and foremost, 11. I don't know if this is an actor issue or if this is just how they want the character to be. Stranger Things has been happening for like the story itself years now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 11 went into her whole psychic training with the other kids at a very young age. Mm-hmm. So it would make sense that having experienced trauma and not getting like the prototypical development that any other child would get, she'd have some deficiencies, right? Mm-hmm. But it seems to me like there's some like sort of developmental issues she's actually having aside from all the other.
What way?
Bro, there's like times where I'm watching her on screen and she talks perfectly fine, normal person, stringing sentences together coherently. And then there's times where I'm like, are you a 6-year-old? Or
I think that's the character, right?
Okay.
So if she can articulate a sentence,
yes.
Shout out to the character, but she's still very much
different.
Struggles with it. Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't learn how to actually communicate with people, and so she was 11 or 12 in the first season.
Why not?
Because she didn't communicate with them. There wasn't a lot of talking going on.
But here's the thing. If you recall, like,
actually, no, I don't agree with what I just said.
Exactly.
Because there was a lot of talking,
bro.
I don't know why.
All the old creepy ass dude did with these kids was talk,
and then she talked to one, and then the other bully kids talked very normal. So was it because they were older? Maybe. And the other kids, I don't know if the other kids spoke the way that she spoke. No, they didn't really have any lines.
No, they didn't. And I know this because I didn't go back and rewatch the seasons, but later on in the episodes, there are some like, I guess like flashbacks or whatever. And I'm just like, he's interacting with this kid. Actually, no, I don't. Let me stop myself because I don't know if there were flashbacks. I think what happened was I was like watching season 4 and I saw like the recap or something.
Okay.
And it, there was interaction with the Papa. Oh God, I'm even like calling him that.
You got to do it.
Whatever his name
Dr.
was,
Brenner?
the Silver Fox.
That's better than Papa. What the fuck?
Salt and Pepper Bay.
Insane.
His interactions with the kids were like he was having casual conversations. Yeah. They weren't struggling.
Yeah.
So I don't get where it came from that all of a sudden 11 is incapable of talking.
But that's been introduced since season 1. She's had that issue. She didn't really get really more lines until season 3. And even that was like a little topsy-turvy.
Yes.
With the I dump your ass. Like she doesn't really understand how to talk.
Yes.
She got way more of it in season 4 when she went to California and went to schools.
Yes.
And it was developing.
Yes.
But still, you don't see the full capacity of like of a teenager.
I agree. Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. I agree. And my whole issue is like, all right, if that's the case, why is it now season 5 and you still can't get it right?
Well, she gets it right sometimes. You said that sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't.
But why are you why are you having a struggle at all? And I don't kind of like, I'll let you say what you want to say, but I want to finish with this. You can do military level training, but you can't talk like an adult.
I don't think those two are connected at all.
Okay. I guess one is way harder than the other. She's been
being trained to be a weapon since she was a child. So, yeah, of course she can do military level activity. She can fight a monster from another universe.
Who was teaching her how to fight monsters?
They were teaching her to develop her powers since she was a kid.
Exactly. But to do like...
But there probably wasn't any kind of like, read this sentence back to me or what this...
No, but it was a lot of like all of it was communication. All of it, because she was constantly blindfolded. She needed to receive instructions and she needed to give feedback
she wasn't
on the things she was seeing.
She was like, I don't know what he just said.
Speaking,
missed that one.
Yeah. Papa, I don't.
I think that's you're kind of picking it apart too much there because it's not a different 11 from what I'm hearing that we've gotten in the previous ones. She's been getting better with her communication and everything.
This is the last season, George.
Yeah. So I guess you want that kind of development in the character where she can communicate.
When is it going to happen?
No problem.
We're going to have to see a spinoff where she's able to write poetry. Like,
is that what you want?
I would like for her to just not.
Where she becomes a scholar?
I would like to not have to fucking rewire my brain to like, okay, it's 11 talking. Let me just lock in and make sure I'm able to follow correctly.
It's not that hard to follow.
I don't want to watch a 25-year-old who's pretending to be a 15-year-old talk like a 3-year-old.
I'd say more like 11. You get it?
Dumbass. The other issues I have with the show are just like some like, I don't even know what to call it. Honestly, it feels like plot holes because there are some things that 11, like her powers just feel very inconsistent to me.
Yeah.
Like she will struggle opening a door, albeit a steel door. Okay. But can move things like helicopters, cars, tanks with no problem. Are you Magneto or are you Wolverine? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Are you all powerful or are you all right? It's too inconsistent for me. I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy. Am I tripping now? You can say you're going to.
So if the only, I don't know what they show outside of the first episode of season 5.
Of course.
What I would say to that in season 4 is like when she went to go blow the door open or the steel door to escape, she had just like kind of gotten her powers back, but she. Like this was her turning point because she just turned on Papa. Yeah. Right. And was like, I'm just going to do me.
Yep.
And then, like what, 10 minutes later, she pulls down a helicopter.
Yep.
A little weird, but also like now she's growing her confidence. Like you can see that too, because it was her idea in season 4 to go mind jump into Max's mind to fight Vecna.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That comes from confidence. Like I can do this. And that comes from her understanding that she's not the monster anymore.
Right.
But she just started that with the door. Like that was her first kind of blast of power since season 3.
Yep.
So
I understand. I still don't think that combats the point that I made. But I get what you're saying.
Now, if it's mad inconsistent where she can't do one thing in season 5, but she's out here doing some other magical stuff and that doesn't make sense.
It's not so much as like a can't thing, and I think maybe you'll agree more with me after you finish watching the season.
Okay.
But it just feels like when you take a step back from just brain rotting, because that's what I'm realizing. Stranger Things is just brain rot for people who like sci-fi and who like shit like Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Because like they can't get us with the Real Housewives shit. So they send Stranger Things.
Okay.
Like if you take a step back and realize that's what it is, you'd be like, all right, whoever was writing this shit was high off cocaine. Because it's just kind of like all over the place at times, and it's driving me crazy.
All right.
And honestly, I'm very surprised to be sitting here having this conversation with George, who has apparently thoroughly enjoyed the first episode and has no real criticisms of it yet.
It's the first episode.
When George will pick a fucking movie or a TV show apart, like without hesitation. I'm so shocked.
No, I didn't say I didn't have complaints about the first episode.
Okay. So
I think season premieres are already tricky. if there's a time jump. Because now you have to catch us up on everything that's happened since we left them about 4 years ago.
That's true.
And so you got to play
Like
catch up.
Filler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, okay, here's where they are now.
Yeah.
Here's what they're doing. Here's how they've developed. Here's how they changed.
Yeah.
You know, and then they have to tell us about the characters, and then they have to start developing the story to be like, let's jump back into where we left off now that you know where the people are.
To that point, can you remind me what Dustin kind of is doing in the first episode? Because I feel like I've watched too much now.
He's not handling Eddie's death well at all.
Yes.
And is basically impersonating him. Like you can see that in his hairstyle and his walk. It's all changed from the previous season.
Yes.
And it's almost like he's trying to allow Eddie to continue living through him.
Yes.
But it's just he's shutting out his friends. He's shutting out himself. He's not Dustin anymore.
Yeah.
And so he's not taking the death well at all.
You know, people, and this is one of the things that people are criticizing about the show that I feel like, that's not really how that works. And in all fairness, I think we should allow Dustin, the character, to kind of go through that.
Yeah.
Because like when you lose Eddie was basically like an idol for him.
Yeah.
Like he looked up to him. Like he was like, oh my God, this motherfucker is cool and he's a nerd. Like, oh, I'm totally into that.
Yeah.
But people are shitting on the character for that. Like, oh, what he's doing doesn't even make sense. Like he's grieving.
He's a child.
Exactly.
People are treating these people like they're like 25-year-old adults that should be able to handle their emotions. These people are in high school.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
But yeah, they've seen some shit.
Right.
All right. And he was with him when he died.
Yeah. He was literally there.
Holding him when he died.
Literally there. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's not going to be okay.
Right.
Why do we snap out of it? Like, no, let this man grieve.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. My problem with season 1, and now, you know, this is the point where it's going to be, not season 1, season 5, episode 1. A little bit of a spoiler. So if you haven't watched it, you know, mute us for this part. I don't understand why Elle didn't like mind find Dustin. When they all went to go do the crawl, oh, where is he? He's an hours late. I hope he's safe. I hope he's okay. You had a conversation with Mike about how he's not acting like himself.
Yeah.
And you don't be like, okay, let me get a couple seconds to find him and see he's cool. Because he wasn't.
I forgot that she could even do that.
Yeah, she's going into the tub to find Vecna's not having any luck. She's, I guess, I don't know what's going on with Max. And then she done that in the past where she's like finds people.
Yes.
And she sneaks, you know, eavesdrops or whatever.
She was trained to do that.
Yeah. Why are you not doing that now with Dustin being an hour late? Why, I hope he's okay. You can check.
I don't know, George. Maybe because in the show her powers are just inconsistent. I wish somebody who would have pointed that out in this episode. I don't think
it's inconsistency. I think that point is bad writing.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe her powers being
because I don't think she can't do it. I just don't think she's doing it. She's not doing it. It's not that she can't do it. We know she can do it. She's not doing it.
Yeah.
So I have my complaints.
Okay.
I'm not sitting here saying it's a perfect episode. So don't put words in my mouth.
I won't. All right. I think the last point I want to make, and I'm going to get a lot of flack.
Here we go. I like this part. I always like it when Larry gets a little.
Yeah. Because I'm generally trying to be accepting of everybody and everybody's point of view, and everybody's culture.
You know, Larry's been watching Stranger Things since 2016.
Yeah.
We see people with superhuman powers, right? We see demigorgons, mind flayers, an alternate universe. But what's the strangest thing that you see, Larry?
Bruh, they dragging this crush, bruh.
The Robin John?
The Will Mike crush.
Oh, the Will Mike. Okay.
They dragging it.
Okay.
They dragging it.
That started in season 3.
Bruh, they are dragging it. And it low key makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
The Netflix agenda? Is that what it is? I don't know. I didn't see a lot of it in episode 1, so I don't know where they go. The next few.
Yeah. And I'm not. I don't want to ruin it, but it's like,
do they kiss? Larry.
What? I hope not. Like, let me just say that. Because it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. Where it's like, bruh, is that a normal thing where like kids grow up with each other? And then fall in love with each other, like when they're best friends.
Is it both ways? Because I mean, obviously we know Will is gay.
Well, we don't know what Mike is. right? I mean, he's dating 11, but in this world, he could be dating both of them.
I don't know if that's going to be the outcome. That'll be weird. If that ended up being the outcome, I don't know. You might lose me. I don't have a problem with gay though.
No, and I'm not saying
you don't like the way that they're forcing the relationship to feel kind of
like it's like almost like they're treating Mike as if he is
like
neglecting or abusing Will because
feelings. Of him.
Yeah,
okay.
And it's like bruh has no idea what's happening, and I hope as the episodes develop.
I mean, he's gonna tell Mike, right?
Is he?
He has to. There's no way the season ends and that doesn't come out.
Well, George, I think after you watch a couple more episodes, maybe you'll have
feel differently.
Opinion.
But this is when people started to hate Mike was season 3 because Will was like, he's back, right? He wants to play Dungeons and Dragons, but Luke and Mike were all about their girls.
Yeah.
And Will's not into that.
Yeah.
Right. And so like they kind of like they blame Mike for pushing Will away because he's too busy being with the girl instead of being with your friend and not seeing that, hey, maybe your friend's a little different. I think there's a scene in season 3 where he goes, it's not my fault you don't like girls. Right. So people were like, okay, Mike, well, that's fucked up.
Crazy foreshadowing.
And then, and then in season 4, when he goes to see Will and 11 and Callie, and he's like giving Will almost the cold shoulder, it feels like, because he's just so invested in 11.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, it's because he knows he's gay and he doesn't want that, because he gives him like a weird, awkward side hug.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's that at all.
I don't think it's that.
Will has always, like, people, not Will, Mike don't fuck with, like, a lot of people don't fuck with Mike.
Yeah.
And it's because of that. And I'm like, no, I think he's just a kid, again, who's like trying to talk to his girl. And, you know, you still my homie, like, but I'm not like, why do I owe you a full blown hug and maybe like a kiss in the neck? Like, I would never. Like, if me and you were cool, and if you moved away and I saw you after a minute, we'll give each other a quick dab. But
we're not caressing.
I'm not gonna be like, come here, puppy. Like, it's just like, that's just how guys are. So I'm not blaming Mike for not being so observant on Will's situation.
Man,
it's not up to Mike.
But also to that point, can you think back to when like your boys were actually starting to like girls? Everybody was changing because you realize like, okay, I can't be the way that I am with my homies with my girl.
Right.
Like, so you gotta switch your swag up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what I think.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah. But I hope y'all watch this shit and come back to the episode and like, yo, Larry was right and George was dead ass wrong.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
But we appreciate you if you stuck around for the episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check us out on the next one.